I do not belong to any white supremacist group. I do not believe in their ideologies, as she puts it.
The president of Tucson Back the Blue is responding after tweets from Mayor Romero claim he has ties to white supremacist ideology, what the group is calling for now. Good evening, I'm Taja Davis. Thank you for joining us. A request to paint a blue line outside of Tucson Police Headquarters approved, then unapproved this week. The group behind it held a rally this morning with new demands. But before we bring you that, let's back it up for some context. Mayor Romero claims that the man who submitted the request has ties to white supremacist ideology, citing posts he shared on Facebook from pro-Confederacy pages. Romero says City Manager Michael Ortega approved that request without deeply looking into the man's history, adding that a city council member helped push the request forward. Now, it all started with a tweet from Mayor Romero Thursday evening. A man named Timothy Cessolini identifies himself as the person Romero is referring to in the post. In a Facebook post on the Tucson Back the Blue line Facebook page, Cessolini, who is the president of the group, says that he is not a white supremacist. He calls Mayor Romero's post slander and says that she attacked the group Tucson Back the Blue line. Romero has this to say.
This is in no way, shape, or form me as the mayor taking a stand against police. As a matter of fact, I don't think police officers would want a person, an individual with this type of background to represent them.
Romero never named the city council member she said pushed the request through, but Ward 4's Nikki Lee responded to the mayor Thursday. She says she was just doing her job by forwarding a constituent request to the city manager. KGUN 9 reached out to the city manager's office and city attorney Mike Rankin. Neither of them have gotten back to us. So the approval to paint the line was revoked, but the group did still hold a rally today in front of the Tucson Police Department. Now on your side, Sierra Encina spoke to the organizers and to Cessolini, the man accused of having ties to white supremacist ideology.
The group called for Mayor Romero's resignation just before the rally, calling her claims slander and defamation. The rally took place on 22nd and Alvernon this morning. In place of painting a thin blue line on the Tucson Police Department, Tucson Back the Blue rallied in front of the Midtown substation.
The community coming together. It's about raising the morale in the police department and showing them we support them.
Their rally was met with counter-protesters.
We're just tired of society normalizing police brutality. For the last 10 years, over 100 people were murdered by police, and there's no justice. It just keeps going on.
But behind it all, the new nonprofit Tucson Back the Blue LLC, who's now calling for Mayor Romero's resignation.
Putting people on blast and making them live in fear with no solid evidence is premature. As for myself, I want to ask the City Council to ask for the resignation and the City Manager appoint Nikki Lee as mayor until an election can be held.
Tim Cessolini is accused of having white supremacist ideology by Mayor Romero.
I'm not going to stand by when there is malicious intention and a person that has displayed white supremacist, racist points in his social media.
In fact, when asked if he knew what the Confederate flag symbolized and if he thought that supported Romero's claim, he says no.
From what I was taught when I was a kid in school, the Confederate flag comes from the Civil War. That's where I leave that. Civil War. If any other people take it how they want to take it, that's on them. That's not on me. My viewpoints, it's the Civil War. It represents the South and the Union Army.
It's important to note that in the Civil War, the Union represented the North and the Confederacy represented the South. He completely denies having white supremacist ideology to KGUN 9.
In those two screenshots, they were not my posts. I shared a simple meme, or whatever those are called, meme, and that was it. That was where it went. If I liked a page, I liked a page. That was it.
He adds, although he can't say what the Civil War was all about, he knows it involved more issues than just slavery. He also admits to hiding the posts.
After she made me become a public figure now, yes, I did block my content on my page like any other official does.
Nonetheless, he says once Romero called him out, he's received threats.
Last night, we were threatened. I had to call TPD. And from what I understand from when the officer responded, it looks like it was a white supremacist group that threatened me.
We reached out to the mayor's office for comment on the call for her resignation, but have yet to hear back. Sierra Encinas, KGUN 9 on your side.